To draw just a few different fall leaves, one of my favorites to draw starts like this. And you can watch how to draw these leaves and then decide where you want to put them on your paper, or you can follow right along with me. It is totally up to you. I'm going to start with a long curved line. It goes almost from my y'all up to my happy. And I'm going to make some short little diagonal lines at the bottom of the curve. I left a little bit for the end of the stem, and then I did some short little diagonal lines. I'm going to make some longer diagonal lines and some longer ones. I'm going to make them longer than that even. Ooh, that one's going to have to go off the paper. That's okay. That's called breaking the picture plane. No big deal. So I have short, longer, longer, longest, and then I'm going to go back to shorter. So to make this simple leaf, all we have to do is go around with bubbles, just kind of all the way around those longer lines and the shorter lines, just like that. So this makes a really nice looking leaf. And then when we're finished drawing all of our leaves and we have everything the way we want it to look, we can, of course, trace over everything with marker and then color in marker, colored pencil, or crayon. So if I like that leaf, I could make another one over here, but I'm going to show you a couple of different kinds of leaves. Another fun leaf to make looks kind of like this. So we're going to start with another long curved line. And then at the top, we're going to make a leaf coming out from the very top that looks kind of like, almost like a little raindrop. And the stem goes kind of right through the middle of that leaf. Next, we're going to make some long diagonal lines and some shorter diagonal lines and some shortest diagonal lines. And I'm going to rotate or turn my paper each time I draw one of these, but we're just going to draw that same kind of almost raindrop shape for all of these. And if it's not perfect, that is okay, because leaves are found in nature, and often in the fall, the leaves fall out of the trees. Oh, see, look at that. That was not exactly what I meant to do, but it's gonna be okay. I actually might fix that one though, just because I really want it to, there we go. But if it's not perfect, don't worry about it. You can either change it to make it the way you want it, or remember that these leaves have probably fallen off of trees, and sometimes they're not perfect. So there's another kind of easy leaf to draw. So those are my two favorites. And then a third leaf that you could draw is another pretty simple one. I'm gonna make this one going, oops, kind of this way. I almost touched the H, so I'm definitely gonna have some overlapping there. We had overlapping in our letters where some of our letters look like they're in front of other ones. The word happy is going to be in front of this leaf. So I'm gonna start as this being the end, and I'm gonna make kind of just a zigzag line out. Then I'm gonna rotate and make another zigzag line, oop, behind the H, behind the H, behind the A. There we go. Okay, and so it looks kind of like that leaf is drifting down as it's kind of drifting behind the letters or something. Now I have all this space down here. I could, let's see, I think I might add a pumpkin down here. But if you wanted to, you could draw more leaves in a pile, or you could just keep the leaves falling down the page. I might even make these look like they're falling by drawing some little short movement lines. Some are shorter and some are longer, to where it looks like those leaves are sort of drifting down. I wish I would have done this one upside down. That would have made more of an impact, made it look like it was really falling out of a tree. So I'm gonna add a pumpkin down here to my drawing. You can decide what you wanna do with the rest of yours, but just remember to use some overlapping where some things look like they're in front of other things, and then we will get to tracing and coloring. Alrighty, I just wanted to take another minute to show you how far I've made it. I traced all of my pencil lines in black marker, not Sharpie, just normal black marker. And I added a pumpkin here at the bottom. I started to add a little shadow under the pumpkin. I'm gonna go back and add some more to that in a little bit. I put yellow in the center of each of my sections of my pumpkin, and then I colored orange over the top. I used some blending of colors here. You could do this with colored pencil or crayon. So I started with a normal green, and then I went to a yellow green, and then I did yellow, and then I did orange. And to get the even more yellow green right here, I colored the green over the yellow, and then I brought the orange back down and colored the orange over the yellow as well. So I'm going to continue and color this whole picture in, and I'm not going to forget to color the sky back there because it looks like my pumpkin's outside since I added grass, and so the sky needs to come down and meet that horizon line. So I'm going to add all of those details like that, and I think it's going to be a really nice artwork when I'm finished.